Good morning, art buddies, and welcome to Bricolage with Paint Girly. How is everyone this morning? It's so nice to see you. It's not morning for everyone, I realize. Good morning, Teresa, and there's Shaz. I think it's evening for Shaz. And Joyce, good morning, good morning. I just reheated my tea. Kellyanne is in the house, in the house, in the house. Okay. So I am going to be selling with Lovely's Crafting Lodge on Friday. And so I've got some things I'd like to finish up. And they're just on my mind. So I just thought that's what I'll do today. Because I seem to get quite a bit done when you guys are here, keeping me at my desk and kind of focused, So I thank you for that. Midnight. Oh, it is evening. It's evening. So I found this little, okay, let me start by saying I picked up a bunch of composition books. I mentioned those the other day. And generally I take the pages out and treat them. But these I didn't. This particular one, I sprayed the pages while they were in the cover. And then when I went to see how they were drying, a lot of them stuck together. So you've got a little bit of roughness here. And when I went to look at the cover, it had all peeled apart and it was real wet and coming undone back here. And I didn't want to throw it out because, it still had a lot of its body to it. So I took some of the pages out, took out the super rough ones, just made 2 signatures, popped them back in the cover, and then decided to cover it with paper. And then I've got this cool paper tape, so I put that on the spine and inside. I covered the inside as well. But see, when you do that, it's hard to pull it in tight enough so your pages don't stick out a little bit here. So I don't want to go crazy trying to trim this now that it's all together, you see. So I thought, well, I have to have a little something here on the edge. And the more I looked at this brick, when I picked out this brick, the first thing that came to my mind was graffiti. So I found this little piece of cardboard that had binding. And when you buy bias tape in the little packages, it comes on this little piece of cardboard. So I have one of these laying around. So I thought that might look good and work well if I just put the word graffiti on there. But I don't really trust my printing ability. So I found a word graffiti online and I just gave myself 2 little lines to try to stay in between. And then I tried to mimic what I saw. So then I pulled out my Tombow markers. Now, like, this guy's really dry, so I guess he's going to go in the bin. And I brought out my water pen, my water brush, and I'm pretty sure Tamara Laporte, she uses it on watercolor paper. So I guess that makes some of the difference. But when I just did my tester, I thought the Tombows would move when I put water on them, but it really kind of didn't. Because I'm not a very good blender with markers, truth be told. And I don't know about coloring and getting the shadow in there. So I'm just going to see how it goes. I didn't want to do it right on the paper. Hey, Cynthia, good morning. I didn't want to do it right on the paper in case it, went south and all that jazz. So, hey, Jill, good morning. So I just did it on here. I'm going to color it in, see how it goes. Now, this is the sample that I'm kind of trying to go by. And I'll just see how that goes. And then I want to put fabric and stuff down this edge to kind of make it look, kind of ratty. Just want it to look kind of ratty. So, hey, good morning, Lynn. So we're going to put the book itself aside. And I just did it in pencil, which, I figured was going to be hard for you guys to see. But once I start coloring it in, hopefully it'll start to come together. So the top part, I'm going to go with the coloring in the picture, just because I can, and I think that'll look fine on that cover. And let's see, I've got some black there. I don't know how I might be able to use that. That's not a fine point. It's a chisel. It's a chisel. So we'll just see how it goes. And then I've got a couple other journals that need a couple of pages finished. So we'll just see how it goes. If you need me to see something, please put it in caps. It's not offensive, so that's okay to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to start with a lighter blue. This is more like a teal kind of a blue. So let's just see. See, now that's supposed to have, well, we'll see. I'm not good at, I'm not good at a lot of things, but I'm not good at blending. I'm not good with things that are like perspective, and doing shadowing. If it doesn't turn out, then I'm just going to throw it away. This is a piece of trash, basically, from the little packaging. Now, they're not alcohol markers. These are water markers, as far as I know. Oh, and you see that's moving a little bit. Let's get a little piece of paper towel so we can kind of mop that up. I have a couple different, colors of blue. And let's see what this one looks like. I haven't used these Tombos. Oh, that's really dark. That would be good for the spots. They have spots. The Tombos have numbers on them. They don't have color name. Hey, Vale. Good morning. Nice to see you. Oh, that one's a dark one too. I'm a number. Hey, Peggy. Good morning. I really like words on things and colors associated with markers and pencils. I don't know. It's easier for me to pick out what I want to use because then I get to know the colors. But numbers, it just doesn't register. Well, I've always had kind of a hate relationship with numbers. Hey, View. Good morning. All right, so now I need the lighter one for the top of the R. And I think they should activate even regardless once it dries because it's like watercolor. Good morning, Jackie. Welcome everyone in. Welcome, welcome. All right, so and the black I can go over with black. But I figure even if I can just read the word, it'll be okay. Oh, this R I made this way. Probably could use a lighter blue. So how is everyone this morning? Oh, that's right. You color and you know how to use all these. You like the watercolor, huh? Well, when I bought them, I certainly didn't know what I was doing, so I'm such a gadget gal. I like to have all the things, don't know how to work half of them. Let's see if I can find another 451. There's a 452. Which shouldn't make too much of a difference. 452. Oh my gosh, I have three 452s. Are you serious, Lori? Are you really serious? Oh, this is a 452 as well. There's four of them. I guess I just keep buying the same things over and over. Yeah, this feels like it's drying out already. I've had them forever. Muggy and orange. Yeah, it's really muggy here too. Well, let's try, because I have so many of these 452s, this is probably not a good idea leaving that. Well, you know what? Let me do the tops. Let me just do the tops. This is all lighter here. The dot is light. I don't know if it's the mugginess or what, but hey, Beth, good morning. Man, my eyes have been so watery the last couple of days. It's just been crazy. Crazy, crazy town. Does anyone here like to do calligraphy and printing and such? Is anybody really good at it? I'm not. I'm terrible. Of course, I don't. Okay, so here's the thing about me. Like if I do something and I don't like how it looks, I just stop doing it and leave it, and then I don't usually go back to it, and then I get all wound up and disgusted by myself. Lori, I sent you a short clip of our sky here yesterday. Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. Let's see. This F. I need this darker at the bottom. Now this is just one number darker. But it is what it is. This is what I have to use. I don't want to use Sharpies or anything like that, or Poscas, because I can't blend them at all. And my next blue, I think, is it might dark enough if I do a second coat. I don't know. Shaz, she likes metallic calligraphy. Oh, was taught. Oh, really? Oh, that's nice. I took a one. I sat down with a lady. Oh, this is darker, but not super dark. Now I did okay. I mean, I did okay when I was sitting there with her, but like I said, I get disgusted, and then I try to practice, and then I just give it up, and then I don't go back to it for a while. And I mean, I would like to do it, but I just like to sit down and do it. You mean on the marker itself, Peggy? What do you mean on your work? I'm going to try to blend these a little bit. Uh, yeah, Allie K mentioned last night there's wildfires somewhere in Minnesota. She thought somebody from our community lived around the town where it is, but I don't know anyone there. Eli, Minnesota. They were evacuating people. Yes, touch the lighter color to the darker color, then use the lighter color pen. Oh, oh. Huh. Well, isn't that something? We're always learning something, something, something. This is just like old card here from this. I want to make this a little fatter here on this. Give it a little, give it a little junk in its trunk here. And that goes up, and that's lighter. I mean, really, how big can this look? So this is going to come down this way, and that's going to be a shadow there. I hope. I hope. I hope. All right. Now I picked out a really big. No, this is not the right one. This is. Oh, geez. Here we go. Which lid is this? Is this lid? That's got a lid. I've got me lids. Aren't they annoying? They're so annoying. So annoying. Little flies. Fee-fi, fee-fi, fo-fum, fee-fi, fee-stay. Jeez, I'm all over the map today. Boy, this one feels dry too. Maybe I threw it. No, it's still got a little bit in it. A little bit. All right, let's see. I did used to have a blender. No idea where that might have gone. I've got one more basket of these. I've got one more basket. Let's just see if I can. Put the blender in here. Oh, of course not. It could be anywhere. Because my storage practices are just so wonderful. All right, so I'm going to do the orange in the middle. I'm going to do that first. And then that's black. That's all dark in there. So a little bit of orange in here. There's orange in here. So what's everybody else working on? Has anybody else got something going on? Oh, Kelly Ann, that's terrible. Kel says she swallowed a fly when she was a kid, roller skating. She thought she was going to die. So there's orange all on top, and then around all these letters. Oh, you did some coloring? Oh, Zale, I had I messed up with some with a comp book that I was doing the pages inside, and instead of taking the pages out like I normally did, I treated them while they were in the book, and then the cover all the top layer of the covers peeled off, started to peel off. So I covered it with this, and this brick just put in mind graffiti. So I wanted to put the word graffiti here. I didn't want to do it right on the cover. So I thought I would do it on this little piece of trash. This had seam binding tape or bias tape or whatever they call it wound around it. And I unwind them, and sometimes I wash them or I just iron them. So and of course I save everything because God forbid I throw anything away. Can't be throwing trash away. Gotta hang on to your trash. So it was just in my mind. So I thought, well, let's just go with it. All right, that's supposed to be all black there. And there's orange all up around here. Oops, and around here. I figure as long as as long as we can read the word, it shouldn't be too bad. I like that orange to be a little brighter, but I wonder how this would look. Here's some orange. If I put some pink on top, oh no, the pink really takes over. Well, let's see. That might be a possibility though, really. All right, so now I'm going to try to use this black. This is a chisel, so I should be able to just go around it like that. Went too far. Boy, some people, when you watch somebody do this, yeah, I think that might be annoying though for the user when they use the oh, this should have gone this way. When they go to use a journal to have something like that flopping around. It's a clever idea, though. All right, let's go. This is more on an angle. I'm going to do it that way. Now, that's supposed to butt up in there, but I didn't do it that way, so. See, this is the part I have a hard time with, doing the shadowing part. All right, let's see. Maybe what I should have done was just start by outlining. Hmm. Yeah, it is a cute idea. Mm, mhm, mm, mhm, mhm, mm. Um, mm, nah. Now, our son, he can just sit and do this graffiti stuff just free-handed. I don't think he's done it for a long time, but when he was a kid, we'd see, stuff sitting around. We're like, where did this come from? We said, oh, I drew that. It would be like our names in the shape of a heart. I find people like him annoying. But of course, he doesn't have any interest in art at all or anything like that anymore. So I was all over that and got him a whole set of Sharpie markers when he started doing that. The black ink seems to really be sucking into this little card. You headed out? Okay. Okay. See you later. Okay. Oh, I don't know if you want to check, like, call the Acme, but I'm going to need that prescription. I didn't get a notice yet, but they said originally it's supposed to be ready. Good morning, Patty. Sorry, girls. The interruption. Scooter's going to do some um, running around. Going to do some running around. I think this is the same color as this one. 873. 873. Hmm. 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 Janet Nash, good afternoon, my dear. How you doing? Okay, let's see. Eh, it's not too terribly bad. I would like that black to be much darker. Let's see. Let's see if the pots get make better. We'll see that. The black is kind of turning almost like a charcoal because I guess it's sucking into the paper, into the card. My trash is sucking up all my ink. Yeah, that's a little better. A little better. We didn't even go to the pool yesterday. It was so warm. He ended up going to card club because it was too hot to do anything. It was so very humid. And today it looks like we might get some rain. I don't know. All right, this eye needs a little black under here. And this way here. It kind of just goes right up to the T. But then I kind of lose how it's supposed to look. It's just graffiti. So, oh, you did, Peggy? I think it only got to be like 98 here. Only 98. I should check in with our son. He works in the shipping department at his company. He's a shipper, and there's no air where his office and desk is. But sometimes they'll give him some inside work, where he can go into the air conditioning. He's like his mother, he doesn't take the heat very well. Yeah, I'm sure he has fans, but I think when he needs a break, he can go in and now his hours have changed, so he works a later shift, so that's a little helpful, I think. This just looks like it goes straight across. So I didn't match my letters up real close together. Yeah, he does drink Gatorade, so I think he probably is good on that in that respect. But I've said to him, don't do anything stupid. If you have to go inside, get some air, just go in. I mean, his boss is really good. Okay, outline these. I think this should go down this way a little bit. Oh, really, Vale? Vale's really into the weather. She knows a lot of stuff. She said the heavy smoke killed the threat of tornadoes up north Tuesday. Forecasters are wondering which will win here Saturday, thunderstorms or smoke. Oh dear. I didn't leave too much room there for the eye to have his shadow underneath. Hmm. Now the A shadow really comes down the length of its feet. And this should be a little darker. Now they have dark blue circles in here, but I'm thinking maybe I'll do white I think the white would pop a little bit more. And I think I might put pink over top of the orange to really kind of make that stand out a little more. This is supposed to be all black in here. I don't know. You go down to Philadelphia into Center City, right around Front Street, there's a couple of buildings. Yeah, that would be awful. It probably smells good, but you don't want to breathe that smoky air in. Boy, the graffiti on, well, it's probably not graffiti. They probably commissioned somebody to paint on these buildings. They're just beautiful. And then in Europe, when we were in Europe last spring, oh my gosh, I forget where we were. I guess we had just gotten out of the airport. We landed in Basel, and we came around this one bend. I have a picture somewhere. Oh my gosh, the graffiti was so beautiful. Well, the graffiti art, really. I mean, I'm sure that was commissioned too. All right, let's see. I'm going to try to take a little bit of water on a regular brush. Now, that water there is not real clean. Let's see. Let's see if I can steal it out of here. I could dump it, but well. Just try to blend up these lines a little bit. I'm going to do my upside down deal. My upside down dealio. Kel, how did you make out last night? Kel was thinking about giving her air conditioner a break. And I said, oh, make sure you're going to be able to breathe okay with that heat, you know? Well, have they given people a warning, like to stay in, or do they have any suggestions? Because they don't want people breathing in that stuff, right? I got a little bit of a watermark there. Got some kind of a crack or a line there. It looks kind of funny. I couldn't breathe, so I had to run it on. Yeah, sometimes you just got to do it. It cracks me up because Scooter will say, "Oh, almost without fail every summer season, I'm going to turn the air conditioning off and give it a break." It doesn't need a break; it's a machine, and it's new. It's not like we just had it replaced. It's not like thinking, "Oh, please give me a break." My aircon is on 24/7. It's your best friend. Yeah, I mean, I would just dip that water over on top of my graffiti. I don't know where he gets this stuff. I don't know. And of course, it's the same old, same old. The same with my one sister and her husband. Her husband's always freezing, and she and I are always hot, you know? and they can put stuff on. We'll just leave it at that. They see dollar signs, I think. Oh, excuse me. They see dollar signs. All right, so I need a little bit more of this orange here. And we'll put a little bit more here. And then I'm going to go on top with that pink. I think that's the lightest pink. Oh, no, here's a lighter one. Let's try this one. Give this a little test. Oh, good grief. Oh, no, there's some coming out. It's hard to tell. Well, I guess I like the other one better. I think that's a little better. Look at a little deeper. It got in my way. Now I'm sitting here thinking, what did I do with my white? My white pencil. Finish the black shadow down. Oh, thanks, Peggy. Oh, thank you. I missed it. Where'd I put the Posky here? Oh, yeah, I didn't do the F at all. Okay, so this should probably go this way. Man, that doesn't look right. I'm very critical. Very critical. I probably never would have noticed that. Let's see. Just a little bit here. Now, looks like somebody popped him in the nose. Also finish the top of your T. They don't show much on the tops of the T, but this over here needs, I didn't do the end. I gotcha. Thanks, Peggy. And this is supposed to be all black in here. And this should have a little bit here. Is that all I missed? There. This looks okay. The top of the R doesn't have it. This could be a little smoother, I think. Not too bad. Thank you. Okay. I like to try to do graffiti fonts. Not sure How good I'd be, though. I love the runestone font that the Norway soccer team had. I didn't watch any of that. And if I'm honest, if I was watching men in shorts playing soccer, I'm not sure I'd be looking at the lettering on their shirts. See, that's something Jacqueline would do. I send her a picture of this hot looking guy. If I send him to Riri, she and I are like, whoa, baby. If I send him to Jacqueline, she's like, did you see the color of his shoelaces? Oh my gosh. I'm like, no, I wasn't looking at his shoes. Just saying. Just saying. I mean, I may be old, but I'm dead, you know? Okay. Now they have little spots around the bottom and, of course, highlight spots. So, somewhere, this might just be just as good as my little Signo pen. Let's just see. Okay, so I got a little highlight here and here, the top of the G, and a little bump of the R. R. I watch American football, says Dale, not just for the game, just saying. Eh, eh. It's hard to see under some of those helmets. I got some big boys in that sport. Woo! My sisters are always laughing at me. I get annoyed with my baseball team, especially the pitchers. Some of these guys, I mean, okay, so all right, so I'm a chubby girl. I've said that many, many times. I'm trying to work on it. Of course, I've had my whole life to work on it, but it's not easy. I get that. But these guys are athletes, okay? They're always working out. They run, especially the pitchers. I mean, come on, buddy, stop eating the burritos. I mean, some of those pitchers, I don't know how they bend over. You would think that maybe they get fined. I don't know. You would think they would have to maintain a certain weight or something. I don't know how they can pitch. I don't know how they can pitch. Shaz said, Vale, I found the font on footyfont.com. Oh, isn't that cute? My daughter is all into fonts. She loves the different fonts. Okay, so this, I need a little highlight down here. Sorry, Cynthia, this is me. So I'm always messaging my sister saying that's Half Fatty needs to back away from the burritos or something. But I only do it when I get annoyed with them because then they can't pitch the ball. And then they're supposed to cover first base. It's like they need an air tank by the time they get over to first base. I mean, come on. I'm sure they're in better shape than they look, but it's just the principle of the thing. I don't know. Maybe the dark blue would be better. Or is that really a dark one? Let's see. So it's more subtle. I don't know. All right, I'm going to use the smaller end. And on the tombos, if you don't know, they're dual ends. So you've got a little bullet end. Let's do a Tombow commercial. And you've got a lovely brush end. Tombow. Mm-hmm. And the money they make. Right. Right. Yeah. I guess that looks all right, huh? The dark blue. I guess it doesn't really matter. Just put them where you like. I should probably dry this. This is still kind of really damp from the other marker. That's not too. It's not too terribly bad. Not too shabby. Clean up a couple of these lines. Can you imagine if you were watching Janet Young do this? Oh my gosh, it would look exactly like what was on the internet. She's got such a great eye for lettering and all. She's amazing. She's amazing. Okay, now we'll scoot all these back in the basket. This goes in this basket. This goes in this basket. Look at me being all neat, huh? Look at this. Putting stuff back where it belongs. Maybe we will get rain. Maybe we will get rain. All right, so now I got some lines to erase. But I want to do this stuff here. I know Janet Young is like the bomb, okay, for real. I'm gonna do the back and the front. I'm kind of going with the idea like Debbie Epps one time she did a button edge. Oh my gosh, it was so cool. And I have one that I mimicked and copied here somewhere because I didn't want to forget the idea. Of course, I'm not seeing where that particular journal is, but I thought if I had scraps of fabric, might look cool. Just all raggy, down the edge. Raggedy, raggedy. So I just pulled out some crazy stuff, so I can cut some squares. I don't think I'm going to use this one, but like this is like carpet stuff, and this is the um, what do you call it? Cantha. Where's Candy? Candy didn't come in, huh? So, and then I've got some other, bits of this kind of stuff, and I have a little piece of ruffle. And we're just going to see. We'll just set it up and see how it looks. So let's get some squares. I don't need the squares to be. Now, don't let me lose this. I'm going to sit that right up in front of me. Um, Now, I was thinking double-sided would be a good idea. So when you open up the book, maybe I should do both sides. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Let's protect those pages. Put a little plastic here. Lori, make them look like flyers taped to the wall. What fabric? The fabric make the fabric look like flyers? I don't know how to do it. You mean the shape of the square, like rectangle instead of square? Is that what you're meaning? See, I'm very literal. So I'm thinking I don't have any flyers, small flyers. Yes. All right, so let's just start chopping away. So it's going to be flippy floppy too. If I do that, it's going to be flippy floppy. Which I guess that's not a bad thing. Look, see this? It's just got a piece hanging. That's kind of cool. Now I'm going to need a couple different, sizes and whatnot. Scraps of paper with font. I don't know that I have that. I don't know that I have something like that readily at my disposal. Or fabric. Well, let's lay this out and see what it looks like. I kind of like the idea of the paper, but I don't. Well, I've got that map. I got a map here. A map might work. Hold that thought. We'll see. We'll see what's what. This is really like floppy. I just keep getting piles of fabric. Would work on the brown and black material. You mean put the paper on top of the fabric? Look at this junk. I ripped fabric off of both sides of this. It was so cool. It would have to be up here, I think. And something dark down here. All right, so if I go with the idea, it would have to be something a little heavier. Maybe, well, the map's not really heavy. But it might look cool. It might look cool. Let's give it a go. I mean, I've got brown paper. Just where do I have them? Oh, look, I have brown paper right here. Oh, look. All right, so now, hey, Heidi, good morning. I think we're all hanging in there. I'm going to take a picture of this just so I can kind of remember what's what. Now, let's remove this. Oh, look, that little bit came off. That little bit came off. No, I don't want to use my fabric scissors on paper. So let's get those out of the way. Now maybe we should just now I want to be conscious of the other side too, because now I do have that packing tape, so I could if we like the brown underneath, because I don't want to see the Amazon stuff on the other side. You know what I mean? Well, we might need a little assistance here. Let's see. We have a look-see. A couple little clips here to hold this in place. Now, let's just see if we'll do pieces of the map. Because it is, you know, double-sided. I have this temperature thing in my way. I can't. Heidi said, by the way, I was listening for a few, and Lori, you are lucky that Blister Boy isn't on your baseball team. I don't know who Blister Boy is. Is he bad news? Is he bad news, Hyde, huh? Who is he? Is he a fatty? I mean, I couldn't run 2 feet, okay? I'm just saying, this is your profession. This is your job. This is what you get paid to do. First of all, the other thing that drives me crazy, okay, I know you're not baseball people per se, right? I get that. But can I just share my frustrations? Because, see, my husband doesn't watch baseball either. I got nobody to talk to about this, all right? These relief pitchers, they warm up in the pen, and then they put them in the game to pitch. And they come in and they can't throw a freaking strike. Oh, our one pitcher got a blister. He didn't go on the IL. He's a little, I guess he's a little tougher than Blister Boy. Yeah, I guess that could be a problem. That's sore. Blisters are sore. But it just drives me crazy. They come in and they can't throw a strike. Like, that's your job. You just were practicing right before they brought you out. I mean, they'll come in and walk 2 batters. What is that about? What if they said every batter you put on, we're going to give you a fine? I bet you they'd start throwing strikes then, huh? They drive me nuts. They drive me nuts. Yeah, injured list is they put them on the IL. All right, so what are we thinking about this? I think I like the fabric better myself. Personally, I think I like the somewhere I've got some really cool carpet fabric, but who knows where that is? Like actual square, but they're squares. They're not rectangles. I like the rectangle idea. All right, you guys. I mean, you don't really care, right? You don't really care. But this is an idea, I think, for another project, maybe. All right, so let's move this back to where it belongs. Bill, you like the fabric? Thank you, honey. Okay. Now, it would be really cool if I had some fabric that was all free, but I know I don't. I know I don't. And I've got some shindy stuff sitting here, too. Shindy. I love my shindy. Look at this yummy stuff. So I can do all different kinds. I can do all different. So let's just cut a piece of this off. Now I don't want it to be cumbersome for the person that's going to be using the journal, which I don't know that it will be. But all right, now where did I throw it off? Good grief, up here. I put it up here. So I should really grab a glue stick. Grab a glue stick. I would say I can't talk with my teeth, but I don't have my teeth in it. Oh. All right, a couple of glue sticks would be lovely. This stuff is nice. See, every time I move, I see something else that would probably look cool. That's one advantage to having a messy area. I'm still looking for my carpet tape so I can fix my little outlet pluggy thing. Jen, hi. How are you? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. Okay, so let's start at the very beginning. Let's do a dark piece. Now, I'm just going to glue it a little bit so it's got some movement. And then I mean, you really could remove this if you desired to. And squish that glue down. Anytime you want to talk baseball, ring me up. Oh, really, Heidi? Who's your team? Who's your team? Do tell, do tell. Oh, I hope it's not I hope it's not the Yankees. Hey, Carol. Good morning. Actually, I dislike the Mets more than I dislike the Yankees. I don't know why. Jen ADD art. So she's working on an Emma Pettit workshop. Oh, making some tarot type cards for your daughter's holistic business. Journaling. Oh, nice. That kind of looks okay there. Let's put a little blob there. Yeah, so this crazy little stubby journal. I saw somebody make one like it. And I've told this before. She doesn't really. She has one workshop, and she's in the UK. So I just wanted to figure it out and make something similar. So I think it looks kind of similar. Um, but I wanted some fabric to put across the spine. So I had a piece of this like quilted. So I ripped this off one side and something plain off the other, the back side of it, and it turned out cute. But nothing's safe. Nothing is safe. Oh, thanks, Heidi. All right. Yeah, just all these, whatever these. Oop, I just pulled that one loose. That was silly of me. All these, little loosey pieces. I'm just going to leave them as they are, because I like that shaggy look. All right, let's get myself a little more wiggle room here. And let's put this away. Let's get rid of these little oops. I touch one thing and 6 things move. All right. Because now I want to open this up and do the same thing on this side. So we don't have to see the back of, like the one-sided stuff. And I don't necessarily even have to have that match what's there. And they can stick out all different ways as far as I'm concerned. I just kind of like the whole idea, really, of it just kind of being loosey-goosey. Let's get some of these other pieces. This is not cooperating. He's really sliding around here. This one's got that piece of fabric coming out. Okay, let's see what else we got over here. This one's really good. That might be a little too long. Let's see, a couple more of this. It's a little too long, but this is so soft, whatever this fabric is. I'm thinking this would look cute on a garden journal with a bunch of like floral fabric. I have a bunch of that stuff. I gotta think about that. I was just thinking about some kind of a flower. I had another idea for today's stream. I have to get out a bunch of other stuff, and I just kind of wanted to um, deal with what I already have out, you know? Oh, thank you, Janet. Instead of making another entirely new mess. Do you ever feel like that? Like, just don't want to make another mess today. Now for the back side. This is kind of really flippy floppy. All right, let's see what else we got here. I was just folding a piece of, oops, there's the big piece. Let's just get a piece, oops, let's get a piece of this. Does anybody ever, does any of you gals watch game shows? Any of the game shows? We like to watch game shows, and there's one called The Wall. Anybody ever watch that? I don't know how it's still on the air. I mean, these people, they do all this stuff and they think they're going to get all this money, and then the wall takes it all away. Really, Jen? Oh, thank you. I've had several people say that to me, and I don't really get it, but thank you. I'm glad. So there was this couple yesterday. So they play the game and they get a certain amount of money that's their guaranteed money. So it's usually like somewhere between 100,000 and maybe 130, 150. I mean, some people get up to 200, but it's not all the time. And then one of the team goes into the soundproof booth and they have to answer these random questions. Well, I guess they're not random, but has to answer these questions, and they barely get them. I mean, I don't know. There's 5 or 6 questions. If they get 2 right, that's like a big deal. Most people don't get them right. I don't know why they don't get them right. Do you love it, Janet? Oh, that's one of my most favorite. I love Doc Martin. So, so they answer the questions, and so that part is over. And there's green balls when they draw. It's like if you ever watched Price is Right with Bob Barker, there's a Plinko one where they drop this disc and it slips down, and all these pegs bounce it from one side to the next, and it's the same kind of concept. Only these are balls, and they go down, and some of them are green, so you get money for those, and then some of them you have to do red ones. So for every green one, there seems to be a red one that you have to drop, and of course then you get minus money. Well, you could hit the $1 million, it wipes out your whole bank. So the person that's answering the questions, they have to decide whether they want to keep their base money, their guaranteed money, or if they want to give that up for whatever remains on the wall. Well, you don't know. You don't know. So this couple, I guess he had like 600,000 or 700,000, and then the green ball hit the million. I mean, the red ball hit the million, and all of his money was gone. Well, she's up in this soundproof booth, she don't know what to do, and she's thinking they could do a lot more, and there could be a lot on the wall, and it's a chance, an opportunity that doesn't come along, why not go for it? And she ripped up the contract, and they ended up with nothing. I hate seeing that. It's just terrible. There she is, Laura. Thanks for my happy mail. I didn't know where to send the little thank you. How are you doing? How are you doing? And how's Mama? She hanging in? I guess I should just email you. Okay. Not working today. She's going to do a little art. We love you too, sweetie. Praying for Mommy. We're praying. Laura's mom's going through some health stuff. Okay, so let's see. Let's get another piece of something. What else have I got here? It's all the same. I'm not sure that I want a piece of. Well, it's kind of funky, isn't it? That's kind of funky. Uh, here's another. Oh, yeah. Let's get a piece of this. Let's get a piece of this. We'll leave the fuzz on this piece. Truthfully, I'm struggling. My mom had another stroke, and so that whole go to rehab again kind of thing, and she's hanging in, but thank you. You have a dentist appointment for call this afternoon. Yeah, it's hard stuff, honey. It's hard stuff. And just no matter how you slice it. I went through the same things with my mom. The only difference is my mom had no idea what was happening, which is also difficult, but it's not, none of it is easy or pleasant for them or for you. My mom had no idea what was happening to her, unfortunately. She didn't have a stroke, but she kept falling, and then would be in the hospital a couple of days, and they'd send her back, and then it'd start all over again. Yeah, it is the worst, Jen. Terrible. All you can do is pray and hang in there, right? And then talk to friends that encourage you and help you get through. You've got good siblings. That's a blessing. A lot of folks don't have that, or they don't get along, or whatever. I was fortunate there too. Um, just no way to get around it. unfortunately. Okay, so now we're going to go back this way and cover up this side. Okay, so look at that cool piece of little. I'm gonna let that hang on there. Hey, Roseanne, how are you? Nice to see you. Welcome in. Let's put this one here. Oh, the other side of that's cool. I didn't even think to flip it over. Well, that was silly. Jen, I always think you're littler than you are, younger than you are. I always think you're a youngin'. And you probably are compared to me, but I mean, I think you're really younger, like in your 40s, younger. But maybe you are. I don't know. But I don't know. You're 61? You're younger than me. But yeah, I didn't think, I thought you were in your 40s. Look, this isn't going to work because see, this is the carpet tape, and then this would be all sticky on this side. Yeah, definitely art breaks help for sure. I'm just rooting around for something a little different, a little bit of a different look fabric wise here. It's not that I have a shortage of fabrics, it's just what I can grab. If I want any of these colors, you see. Let's have, this is kind of flippy floppy, but I'll go to use this later and I'll say, now, what did I cut a square out? What did I cut a square out of that for? Yeah. Can't blame anybody else. Kids are gone. I know something's not quite right. It's because I did it. Sometimes I buy oh, look, this is some stuff I put on, yeah, well, oh, that's right. I was going to try to cut this stuff out on the die cutting machine, but couldn't get it to cut through it. Couldn't get it to work. Let's take this little folded edge off. Yeah, I think a flower one would be fun. All right, let's glue that one on. Let's see. Getting down to the nitty gritty here. Getting down to the real nitty gritty. Oh no, Candy says she gives up. She can't find me. Peggy, could you pop into that other feed and put my link in there for Candy? She should be able to, but she was having trouble the other day. It's so frustrating. You know what? This pattern is different than this part, so let me use a little piece of this. If you don't mind doing that, that would be great. Oh, Janet did it. Okay, thank you, thank you. I was wondering where she was. I thought maybe they had a doctor appointment. Let's do this. And Laura, if you're still listening, I'm sure. So I got my happy mail from you, which I was just thrilled. I've gotten so much happy mail the last couple of days. It's like Christmas. And going through it, I'm loving everything. And then I opened up that little piece of folded paper, and it had the Phillies icon thing on there. Oh my gosh! I squealed out loud. I squealed out loud. I'm just so thrilled, so thrilled. Bill says, Lori, so you will be jointly streaming with? Yes, yes. She's going to bring me in, and if everything stays the way we think it's gonna, I will show my things first around 4ish. You will pop on and of course greet everybody. Oh my gosh, I squealed out loud when I saw that Phillies decal. I mean, I don't have one. It's just so great. Now I've got 2 cups Peggy got me, and I got this. I got 2 of these clippy things. It's like I'm living life large. Living life large. Do 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 do. All right, another little piece of ruffle down here. Methinks. And then I was thinking, I wonder if I should add some other stuff. We'll see. All right. This is one of those stuff. Oh, yeah. I was just telling a friend what happened. Tomorrow, Friday, it's our Friday, Shaz. I don't know what today's date is. What's today? Hmm. Oh, my phone's not charging properly. No, that's the time. Oh, 16. Okay, so July 17th at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which would be in the middle of the morning, I guess, for you. All right, so now what do you think about if I pick some stuff like this out and just add something like this here and there? What do you think? Just on the front. I'm not going to do that. These things inside and stuff. Did Candy make it in? I see. I see people saying, "Hi, Candy. I'm sorry you had such trouble getting in. I don't know what's going on." I don't know what's going on. That's kind of small. These are all smalls. These are all smalls in here. I know I've got other stuff. See, now this could. Hmm. if I could. Let's, oh, now there's a punch in here somewhere. I don't know if I can punch through this. I can try. See if I can get this flower. No, it's not going to do it. Maybe I can get just enough of a impression. Let's see. This is going to be cattywampus. Ange hasn't been in either. I wonder where she is, what she's doing. She's probably working. This is really wonkus. This is cattywampus. Looks all right. I'll go put it on. I could have sewed buttons and all kinds of stuff, right? I didn't even think of the buttons. Dang. Dang. Oh, that's really going to stick. Okay, where are those here? Where are these things? Let's see if we can make a little bow. See, this is why I get carried away. Yeah, everything will be okay, but you know, it's just when you're going through it, it's like, ugh, so gross. So gross. Yeah, I want it to look real ratty. You know what I mean? Like just a mess. So I think I'm getting there. Super ratty. I should probably put this. I'm having a hard time squeezing this bottle. I couldn't be getting weaker. How is that even possible? Just going to dot that around a little bit on the center and then just a couple of spots. Now, I think, ink those edges. I think I can trim this because I'm not liking how that's sitting. I don't know if I can. I guess I could tuck it. All right, let's see. Now I got threads all stuck to me. Roseanne said, I have my 3 grandchildren here every day. They're very noisy. 3 and 4 year old playing guitar, playing the piano, and wow, my 7-year-old is moody boy today, and so we will let him play Legos. We went to our daughter's on Tuesday, right? Our granddaughter was moody. Her dad got her irritated, so it was the end of her. So we didn't really get to visit too much with her. She was kind of in a funk the rest of the day. I doubt that it is archival. I don't know. I didn't even know they made it archival, do they? Good question though. But I would say no, it probably is not. Where did I put my mouse? My mouse has got, let me see if I, oh, that was a good catch. Oh, there it goes. Okay, let me move my mouse. My mouse is very finicky. Very finicky at times. Oh, I forgot to erase. I just flipped that little eraser. I put little lines on the top and the bottom to try to, give me a guide. Yeah, it should last pretty long though, unless you store it, in a hot attic. But it also gives somebody the opportunity to, if they don't like it, they could take it off, switch it out or whatever. I don't know. And it sticks down quick when you're doing a live. Well, I don't. There different people have different thoughts about that. You know, I like this. I like the beacon glow this stuff, but you know what? I haven't tried them all, so my blender crumbs. Maybe I should angle. Should I angle it? Put it up a little higher, then you can see the lettering a little better. Yeah, I think that looks okay that way. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. So the lesson I learned is that when I want to go and treat more pages in my comp books, I'm going to take the pages out. That worked better for me. And I didn't even think about the cover. And that black marbly paper just peeled right off of it. I'm like, oh my gosh. A couple other projects. Let's see. Oh, I gotta see what time it is. Wait a minute. I'm gonna do this first. One thing at a time, Laura. One thing at a time. Oh, looking for a glue that stays glued. Hmm. Yeah, I find this, and it goes down. It stays pretty quick. It stays pretty good. It sticks, pretty quickly. And I haven't had anybody complain, but would they? They probably just would re-glue something. I don't care for the art glitter glue. I'll tell you that, mostly because you have to kind of babysit it. Thanks, Laura. Yeah, I use this. The Fabrifix. I use it for both, but it's wonderful with fabric for sure. Okay, so I think I can call this finished. Now in here I have my threads. This can be trimmed. I like to wait till I trim them, just in case I have another clever idea. So clever. No, you're not clever. Let's just trim this a little bit. Barely Art Glue is good. I haven't tried that one, but gives you a bit more wiggle room for adjustments. What do you use for everything, Candy? And you use just PVC glue or barely art glue. See, the thing I don't like about art glitter glue is you have to be temperature conscious of where you keep it. And my room is either really hot or really cold because we don't, heaven forbid we keep the Fabri-Tac. Yeah, me too. God forbid we keep the heat or the air on, in this room. It's a four-season room, but Scooter's got, he's very conscientious, I should say. Okay, so this is going to be finished. This is going to be called finished. Now I've got two others that I really would like to get finished by tomorrow. Or before tomorrow, if I can find where, oh, here it is. And we worked on this together. I've added some things. I don't know. Rosine says art glitter glue and Fabri-Tac or Fabri-Fix, they all have their use and hold when they should. Oh, thank you, Janet. Yeah. I mean, I use golden matte medium as for glue too, because I have it. And, if I'm gluing a large area, I just paint it on, and it's not always maybe financially wise to get a small one to try it, but if you want to try something. All right, so this is really like just junk. I forget how I hinged it. I'd have to go back and look at the tape. I'm just gluing all kinds of stuff in here. This was I think this was an Amazon Christmas catalog. So I'm just, gluing ratty stuff in. This was inspired by Mona's World. She's so funny, and she just shows stuff in. So that's what this is about. Okay, now I got it. And so that's what I was doing. So there's a couple pages in the back. Now, I don't have any like pockets and stuff in it. Well, no pockets. And here's the pocket right here. Yeah, you know what? I have had this cut out forever, and I just really liked it there. And it's not really like a wintry, Christmassy cut, but I just like the tree there, so I just stuck it on. Eh. So you got to do your own thing, right, guys? Just do whatever you like. I got a bunch of these from Pearl. What do you do with them? I don't know. So I just glued it in there. Had writing on the bottom, so I thought it was cool. I see Mona, she just shoves papers and stuff like in the corners or however. She just shoves stuff places. So now I've got a couple pages left. Oh, this is a card. Okay, so you can journal. I was looking at this earlier thinking, why did I stick that there? But you could journal all around this. Did that one, did this. Okay, so I've just got a couple pages. The back's already done. So I was going to put a piece of this map here. I think Jean gave us the maps for the tree. This is starting to get in my way. Where can I put this where I'm not going to dump it? There's really nowhere. Might have to go over on my sewing machine. But I'm in process of getting things all organized for Friday. And I've got little piles of stuff everywhere. Little piles of stuff. Hey, Judy, good morning. Nice to see you. Now, I just tore this catalog because that's what Mona did. And I'm okay with some of the catalog parts sticking out or peeking through. I guess I do want this kind of straight to zhuzh it up close to that. Now that I clear it, talking and doing doesn't always work for me. And then the more you glue on, your pages get a little more sturdy. Let's see if I can reach my Fabric. Okay, excellent. And then I've got this it's a little bit bigger brush. It's got more hairs here. So I'm just going to dump a little golden matte medium on here, glue this down, and then I'll glue a couple other things on top. Not so concerned about this having too many pockets and whatnot. It kind of will be mostly for whoever ends up giving it a home, if should that happen, to do with it what they want. Just like a stepping stone. I like that SL, but I might lose that. I'm not sure. We'll see where it ends up. I think it's off the page here. So then I just want to try to get this, mashed down as fast as I can. Like this. Thank you, Shaz. Yeah, I'm just going to lose it. Okay, let's see. Now I'm just going to re-glue it. This is just a crazy journal. Just whatever goes, whatever floats your boat. And now I'm just looking around for whatever I have laying around here that I can steal and stick on here. Because I've got plenty of stuff, that's for sure. I'm always stuffing things in different places. There's some old book pages. Tales from Norway. The Golden Bird. I'm going to get my little deckled edge ruler. Oh, thank you, Vale. I sure enjoy making them, that's for sure. This is a little damp, so if you're doing this, wait till it's dry. And that can really stick off the edge of the page. It doesn't have to. Well, this is really brittle. But I think I'm just going to put it on there. Let's just do it. My husband can do errands faster than anybody I know. He's back already. I would just be parking the car. I'm trying to get those little bits so they'll glue down. Now, Dee Dee says, I think, and I'm sure she is correct, if you put this on both sides, I think you have less likelihood of it getting all buckled up and lumpy. So I'm going to add a little bit here as well. Yeah, this looks great. You don't have to ink it. This one you don't have to ink. You know, I don't want to tear it. It really feels, you know, brittle. I'm going to put a coat over top, I think. Janet said we would get waylaid by a little visit. Yeah. But I'm just going to look at one thing, and that's what he does. He just knows what he wants to get. He goes in, he gets it, and he's done. I should clean this off while I have it open. He does get tempted when there's plants involved, though. Oh, you texted Ange? Is she okay, Candy? She usually pops in if she can to say hi. All right, so I'm going to give that a minute. Now, of course, I was looking at digitals again the other day, and I found these. So I thought maybe one of these would be fun to put in somewhere. Now let me ink this. I'm going to clean this. Take this to the kitchen and clean that up a little bit. I'm done. I'm going to ink this a little bit. And I put a little gesso in this too. Because you really could journal around her. And maybe a little gesso might, you know, give that idea or kind of push the user towards the idea of journaling on it. I'll use my heat tool to give this a little drying time here. So excuse me. Yeah, it's going to take a while because I glued both sides. All right, so let me put the plastic there. And I just saw my off instead. Palette knife. Get that out. And then I want to get my gesso. I'm not very good at applying gesso. I know I say that a lot. But some people are just, you know, it just seems like however they put it down, it just looks so yummy. So, yeah, Vale, you're not going to be out in it though, right? You're not going to be breathing in that. Maybe I used too much. Let's back that down a little bit. I need to get some or make some. Maybe I'll make some. Get a recipe. I'll get a recipe for oh, what's that thick stuff? Texture paste. I think I'd like to use more of that, you know, make some really cool things on some pages, you know, with a little corner of, say, some leaves or something like that. Let's put a little on this. Oh, see, you picked that. See, how do you say his name, Jen? The digital person that had this on Etsy. She calls this. It's a Clement. Clement. How do you? I'm not sure how you say it. Pastels. Clement style pastels. That's what she calls this. Oh, they're far south. The air's bad enough. I can't imagine. Yeah, I'm not sure how you'd say his name. Yeah. Oh, look, I tore my paper. Well, we knew that was going to happen. Yeah, look, I'm covering up my SL. It sounds like something else. Hi, Gail. I'm covering up my SL. Okay, so this has to really dry. That's going to take a little. And then I'm thinking about maybe putting her here. So she'll go in there. Yeah, but I thought they were pretty images. Gail, how you doing? This one, they're called, I have it on my desk here somewhere, because I have couple of those to sell tomorrow. No, this is different. Oh, Riley B Graphics, Comet Style Pastels. Her stuff is really pretty. I bought several of her digitals. Really pretty. And that's on Etsy. You're doing well? Oh, good, Gail. How's Dad? How's Dad doing? All right, now I need a little sip of that tea. All right, so I'm going to leave this. I need a little trim, a little more glue here. But I'm going to leave this sit out. And then I just have to find something for here, which I might just do the brown paper bag on that. So what's my time look like here? 12:05. I can just do, I'm not sure. I want to get this in water. That's a PETA. He's earned a right to be a PETA, but he's okay. Although I had to make another appointment to see his primary because he said, "Oh goodness." So that all that nonsense this time of year. That's too long to have a cough. Yeah. Okay, one more little project here. And this has got, I think, still has several pages in it to be finished, if I'm remembering correctly. Now, this is packing paper. We did this one using packing paper. So now this isn't the shipping bags that come. This is if you order something, they send it in a box and they don't want it to rattle around. They rip off these big sheets of brown paper. Yeah, a lot of you have smoke, huh? Are you leaving, Patty? Have a good day. Don't be breathing in any of the smoke. You got the smoke too, Gail? Oh my. All right, so let's say. So this also was inspired by Mona. Mona's World, I think she calls her channel. So I do have some pockets here, some stuff. That's kind of, oh, oops, I could put that, oh, there we go. Put that in a little piece. That's a little tuck spot. Little tuck spot here. So see, we're going to be needing some stuff to go in these little tuck spots. So where can I get some stuff? While I'm looking through, it'd be a good idea to either put a bookmark of some kind or put something in there. I don't think they want any pictures of me. Little thing of tickets. Let's see what else we have here. There's some stuff. Let's see. That's Anna Green Gables. Put that bug in there. Snug as a bug in a rug. I have too many little spots where I tuck stuff. And of course I've got them all over. So let's just carry on. There's a few things. This is very, oh, see, these two pages, they should have a little something. This is very kind of eclectic looking, So there's just all kinds of stuff in here. Just whatever I found. See, like this was inside of a book. See, I hate to throw this away. 8th birthday, March 2nd, 1929. Marjorie from Mother. Like, so cute. All right, so let's use this as the book. So these are pages that need to be. These pages need to have something on them. Even if it's just a stamp. Here's another one. Even if it's just a little stamp. Find those. You've got quite a few to do in here. You know, the thing is finding stuff to like grunge it up. And that's a pocket. Okay. That looks like an eye and a mouth, doesn't it? Just looks like an eye and a mouth. Yeah, see, there's quite a few pages. Where did I put that yummy book paper pages I had? For that other that we used in another. Here we go. See, Boots Who Made the Princess Say, that's a story. The Golden Bird, here we go. See, some of these might be a little more interesting. The Princess Whom Nobody Could Silence. Good brand on the hillside. My gosh, these are so cool. Why the bear is stumpy-tailed. The husband who was to mind the house. I don't know. Maybe I should use glue stick on this. Let's see. Let's use a little glue stick. Oh, that's right. I want this side up. Green side up. Okay. Our little pooch has been wanting to be out most of the day. She loves it outside. But she digs she was doing good, but see, we have voles under the ground and she can smell them and she gets all crazy and wants to dig and try to get them. So we have to watch her. And our daughter got her dad these things that you put in the ground. They're supposed to chase the moles away. Time for some cereal. I had meatballs in the crock pot yesterday. I think I'm going to have those left over top of some cabbage. All right, that looks cool. Okay, let's see. Let's get another one of these. Oh, yes. Tell us what kind of cereal. Kel's coming for a visit soon. I don't know how many days. It might be like 22 days. No, you don't do meatballs? My mom used to make a stuffed cabbage, and she would do burger, and put some rice in it, and then stuff it in the cabbage and cook it in. She didn't use tomato sauce. I think she used tomato soup. My sister-in-law used to do it with tomato sauce, but that's easier, and that's what I chose to do this time. But it's not wrapped in the cabbage. That's a lot of work. And Ron doesn't eat it, so it's just for me. So I just do it separate. Just shred the cabbage, and it works fine for me. Yeah, I really like it. And it's easy to chew, which is important these days. Now maybe I'll just glue her on two sides here, and then I can use her as a tuck spot. You don't do ground meat. I always eat the cabbage and take out the meat since I was a kid. I would not. Well, how about that? Of course, it smells savory. Huh. I need a little more glue down this edge. I didn't get close enough to the edge. Oh, rats. Look what I did. Well, you know what's going to happen now. You know what's going to happen now. We're going to find some lace or something. I did pull some lace out. Cynthia sent me this. Wouldn't that look cool there? Ooh, see, I struggle to use this. It's so soft and so yummy. Ooh. That's my work. Let's see what this looks like. That's a little too wide. It's a little too wide. Oh, that other thing looks really nice. Ooh. See, I think that looks perfect. I think I'm going to have to use it. Somewhere I have a red, white, and blue journal started, but it's in a pouch somewhere. I was looking for that this morning, but I know it'll turn up, but I don't know where it is right this second. As I had some, of course, bought a digital. I'm so obsessed with certain things. Now I did just have. Where did I toss those? Stencils that were in a bag that I was going to put them away, and I thought maybe I should keep them out because I could put a stencil up there. Here they are. This is that idea from Three Birds Lane. I like that one. Okay, she's got to go. Okay, Peggy, stay cool. Stay out of the smokes. Okay, Roseanne, enjoy those babies. Enjoy your day. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. It's nice to see you. Nice to see all you girls, really. It's wonderful. When you first start doing this and you go live, you think, is anybody going to come in? Is anybody going to come in? Am I going to sit here and talk to myself? All right, now I should really wrap this up. I need a little stamping block. A little stamping block. Oh, she does. Tell her thank you. There's a kid with good taste. All right, so I'm thinking right there, but I want to get it stamped nicely, you know? So this really should be done before you put all these pages in and jazz, right? So let's see, where's my, oh, I think I have to get to the dollar store. My little mat, I have a little mat here. I think it got busted. I don't know if this will work. This is going to be touch and go. See if I can flip it. Might be able to do it. I might be able to do it. I want to do a tester. A little tester. Find my little inker and a piece of scrap paper. Oh, see, I leaned it. I hate when I do that. All right, let's see if I can. Now, where was that? Oh, right here. I'm trying to be more conscientious of where or how I put the ink on, you know, instead of just whacking it everywhere. See, I just got it there. All right, now I want it to go this way. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. All right. Well, thanks everybody for coming in. I always enjoy your company. Well, not too bad. And of course, I enjoy doing my little projects. The only thing that I was unsure about this using the packing paper is because it's so thin, you know. So I tried to bulk up some of the pages by gluing the different things on. I still got a piece left. Okay. Now this one's got a big tear in it, and I should really put some tape on that. I had some tape I was messing around with. Just had it. But it's on acetate and it's hard to get off. And then I guess it was Peggy said, you need release paper. She's so wise, that Peggy. It's here somewhere, so I'll have to pull it out and maybe put a piece of tape there. Oh, I stacked. Oh, here it is. See if I can get a piece off. When I originally started doing this, I didn't have a hard time getting the tape off, but now I have a hard time getting it off. I guess because it's been on here for a little while, you know. Oh, Jen, you take care. Thanks for coming in. It was so nice to see you. Don't do too much, okay? And take it easy. Take it easy. Right, let's put that back up. Hold on, let's see if I can get. Now I'm going to need some glue. Now, when I put these on release paper, they come right off, and there's still a certain amount of stick. Wow. You're welcome, Vale. You take care. Get a nap, okay? I'll talk to you soon. right, let's see if I can snip a little bit of this off. Put it on either side of the split. Hold that down for a second. Candy, did you hear from Ange? Is she okay? She just busy? Oh, maybe Candy left too. I didn't see her say bye all. Bye, Candy. I think Janet's gone. So thank you, ladies. Thanks for coming in. Hope to see you tomorrow at Jacqueline's. If you're around, pop in and say hey. Love to see you. Yeah, and don't forget, take time to be creative. Enjoy the journey. So until next time, love to all. Bye-bye.